Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video about this whole My Tram Experience viral video that has gone crazy. So basically, if you're not up to date, there's this lady on a tram in this video called My Tram Experience, and she's just yelling a bunch of racial slanders at people, using a lot of curse words, and generally just being kind of obnoxious. That's really it. Why is this such a big deal? The reason that this whole video is such a big deal and that people are so shocked by it is because it's not the norm. It's not the norm. You don't get on a bus or a tram or whatever and have a lady like this every day yelling at you. It just doesn't happen anymore. So if you get on a bus or a tram or whatever you get on to go where you need to go, and this happens in your presence, I think that your reaction should be just to roll your eyes and move on. Because this is stupid. This is so stupid. You know, you have to look at things like this in context. And in the time period that we live in, I'm not saying that racism doesn't still exist, because it does, but it's not the general view of the general public. Most people aren't racist. They exist, but they're kind of dying off because it's just not socially acceptable to be a racist anymore. We just don't live in a time period anymore where if you hear this in public that you need to get all offended and feel like you need to defend your race and stand up and say, hey, you shouldn't be saying those kinds of things. And I'm not knocking the people that were there and said something to this lady, because honestly, in the moment, I probably would have done the same thing. But since I wasn't there and I've had time to sit and think about this situation and what should really be the appropriate or the most effective response, I think that you just shouldn't say anything to crazy people yelling crazy things. What she's saying doesn't affect you. It shouldn't. Now on to Miles's video. I think that his video is really good in the fact that it addresses people's immediate reaction to the video, the comments, things like that. People calling her sick and crazy and she's all that's wrong with the world. Yeah, those are just irrational statements that really, again, only fuel the fire, and all that he said in the video is correct. I agree. However, I think that I'm just going to talk straight to you. I think that your video, Miles, gives this lady a lot of excuses. You know, the first thing that you talk about is her environment growing up. I understand that if you grow up with a racist family, then there is a high probability that you're going to be a racist too. But the environment that you live in is not just one factor, your family, the people that you grew up around. This lady grew up in the same society that the rest of us did, and quite frankly, society teaches you that this stuff is wrong, that racism is wrong, that bullying is wrong. I don't remember ever having a sit down with my parents growing up where they told me, hey, you should love all people of all color and get along with everybody because we are all equal. That didn't happen, but I grew up knowing that that was wrong because that's what society taught me. And now that I'm older and I can make intellectual decisions for myself, I can clearly see I wasn't brainwashed my whole life into thinking that racism is wrong. It is. We're all the same, despite our color, da-da-da-da-da. It's true. It is. Where we don't agree with this is, sure, she might have had some environmental factors that told her racism is the way to go. But this lady also had some environmental factors that told her racism is wrong. She has just chosen to be a hateful, crazy lady. The second thing that I don't agree with is the whole, she could be sick, she could need help. I feel like this is something that is an even bigger issue in society today. It's that people are not willing to take responsibility for themselves. You know, we all, or for anybody really, we all want to find justice. We are a justice-seeking society. There's two kinds of people in the world. There are those who persecute the person. You know, you did this, so you deserve this. You were awful. And then there are those who feel empathetic, maybe, or who don't want to. I think it's almost to make yourself feel better. You don't want to put the blame on the person. You don't want to persecute a person, you know, because you don't want people to be evil, and you yourself don't want to be evil. You want us all to be loving and togetherness, and if this is making sense. So you put the blame somewhere else, because the blame has to go somewhere. It's either going to be on the person or it's going to be on something else. It just seems like the something else is always oh, they're sick. They're mentally ill. You know, it's funny to me, people who go and murder like 17 people, they don't think they're crazy until they're caught and on trial, and they say, oh, you know, don't kill me. I didn't mean to kill all those people. I was crazy. I am mentally ill. And then instead of getting the death sentence for all the things that they did, they get put in rehab. Because, oh, no, they just need help. It's not their fault. Now, it's true, this lady could be sick. But really, chances are, she's not. No. She's not sick. And she's not a victim of her environment. She's just a bad person. She's a bad person. People just don't really want to hear that, but it's true. There are just bad people in the world. Yeah, don't give this lady the benefit of excuses. You know, it's her, the way that she was raised. She's mentally ill. She can't help it. Yes, she can. If you're gonna watch the video, because we live in a very media frenzied world, society, whatever, that it's interesting. You hear about it, you want to go watch it. I understand that. I watched it. Go watch it. But don't leave a comment on it. Don't fuel the fire. Don't give it more attention than it deserves. Like, when you see that, okay, you're an idiot, roll your eyes, and move on. Because you know that everybody around you is thinking the same thing. They're all thinking, oh my gosh, seriously, they're still around, crazy racist, what? Just words. Sticks and stones, people. Sticks and stones. Oh. So yeah, that's it. This is a bad vlog. I'm not a vlogger, but this stuff just drives me nuts. I might become one now. Let me know what you think about the whole My Tram Experience video. What you think people's reaction should be and how it should be handled. And I will see you guys later in my next politically awesome video that is sure to be coming now.